Imagine not having to guard against your lower back, your hips, your knees, and being able to enjoy higher level strength and skill and athletic longevity and freedom of movement and just fun and happiness. So that's exactly why we train how we do, and we're gonna dive in and touch on a couple of those aspects today. And one of the main topics that we utilize for helping people to kind of relearn their body are stances. So in some of our training, we have katas. These are sequences of movement. And whenever we go into one particular kata, we step back into what's called a bow stance. Now from here, we don't just sit here and hold these for timed holds. We're gonna transition immediately out of this into a butterfly kick that lands in a horse stance. So you see the horse stances and the bow stance and everything else are foundational for movement, but we don't stay there. We move from position to position. And a lot of people are feeling all the pain because number one, they're sedentary. Number two, they're doing sets and reps that are linear in motion. Number three, they've forgotten what it felt like to move as whenever they were a kid. So from here, we step up to another stance, a frog squat. And then from here, we shift out into a snake stance. So look at this, we're building, this is for anybody that comes into training. First couple of weeks, we get them going with an assessment, and then we see where they're at. And then we start embedding this kind of training, a little here, a little there, and start tying this together. And within a couple of weeks, I mean, whether they're kids, teens, or adults, 30s, 40s, 50s, they're already getting into this kind of movement. It's not just reserved for elite level athletes, but that's what you can become if you regain that ability to move. So we're down here, we shift like this, we put the hands on the ground, and we're actually gonna do a rotation here, requiring the hip flexor to lift the leg and the medial glute. And notice we're also using the upper body strength. Catching. It's almost like you can start to think of handstands as stances themselves. So when we come around here, that's a flying frog. And that could be considered a stance for the upper body. So that's just our first portion, and let's kind of tie this together so that you can see how the movement starts to take shape and how you can really start to rewire your body from the inside out, mentally all the way down through physical. Okay, and we're just getting started with that. And that's why folks are diving into this kind of training, whether they're CEOs or entrepreneurs or pilots or architects or engineers, all sorts of folks, even former and future Olympians, are using this kind of training to keep themselves mobile, so that on the one hand, maybe they're living a sedentary lifestyle and they're trying to reclaim that athleticism, or at the other end, we're working with pro athletes who have become bound up in their particular modality of movement. And whatever their training protocols may have been or may be currently, they're finding themselves bound up to where they can't move in the other ways that the human body is designed to move. So whatever end of the spectrum you're at or somewhere in the middle, that's what the training helps to unlock. And so going from here, I slide forward to a swipe stance, and then I turn over like this, and then I slice back. And I think I might just throw in a couple of the end moves so that we wrap this all up together. If you want help with your training to really supercharge your strength, skill, and athletic longevity, not only for those aspects of life, but also for better energy, just feeling better, and overall fun and happiness, then use the link, apply for training. I'll see you in the next video and in training soon.